Hello, everybody. It is Rosario, the Super Saiyan Poke Trainer, and I'm finally back with another video. It has been quite some time, but I am super excited to get back into this. I've still been enjoying the hobby, but I finally think it's time to start making some videos again, creating content, and I'm super excited to share with everybody what I have today. So I recently found some good deals at the local Walmart, and I want to share that with everybody today. We're going to have a pretty massive Sword and Shield and Scarlet and Violet opening. Pretty exciting stuff. So we're going to start with 5 of these Pikachu VMAX Crown Zenith boxes. They are the Black Friday deal this year at Walmart. We also have this box right here. This is going to take us back to Sword and Shield. It was on sale. We got 7 packs in there. And then, luckily enough, blister packs were actually on sale. So we're going to be opening up all of the Scarlet and Violet expansions thus far. And if you stick around to the end, we're going to have a nice little treat as celebration for my return. And I was going to be opening up this Celebrations box. There's 4 Celebrations packs in there and then a few other ones. Hard to believe it's been 2 years since this came out, but we're going to check that out at the very end. Let's get right into it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get started here. As always, we've got our boy Chonkachu over here, and I figured as I am the Super Saiyan Poke Trainer, we would have the original Super Saiyan over there. Just bring us some good luck. So we're going to be starting with Scarlet Violet 151. I needed it to get this poster back here. This is the newest set, and it is the original 151 Pokemon. So I imagine pretty popular, especially with the people out there who have not lost that love for Gen 1. So we're gonna get right into it here. There are a lot of pretty sick cards in this set. I actually started up a binder to collect everything, and it's off to a pretty hot start. Obviously, we're gonna be missing out on some of those secret rares and such, but I've really enjoyed my time with this set thus far. Some pretty incredible artwork, and who doesn't love the original 151? Alright, we're getting into the back of this pack here. So you will notice, if you have not opened up any Scarlet and Violet sets yet, that things have changed. Alright. Okay, alright. Full art Zapdos. That is a great start. I'm going to sleeve that up. We've got the Crown Zenith sleeves with us here today. Alright, we love to see it. We love to see it. So, basically with Scarlet and Violet, they have changed the borders to silver from yellow. That was pretty divisive in the community, I would say. Japanese cards have had the silver borders now for a while, so the change, I think, was a long time coming. But, change is always something we have to get used to, and especially when it's something as beloved as Pokemon and Pokemon cards. People are going to feel some type of way. So, I think it's a positive change, but, let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts are. And the next change you may be noticing already is that there are 2 reverse holo slots rather than just 1. And you may think that I'm just getting lucky here with holos and full arts, but every pack now actually has at least a holo, meaning that all of the rares are holo, which is a pretty cool change. Gone are the days of holos being what you're really searching for. So, ooh, look at that art right there. Very, very cool. So that came out of one of our reverse holo slots, so that kind of just adds to the amount of pulls that you can get in a certain set. I'm going to go ahead and sleeve that up. A nice little Machoke. Very, very cool. So that's going to be one that will help me complete this set. So that'll take us through all we had for 151. Did pretty well there, if you ask me. But that's going to take us into that Arceus collection box that we had on sale, $22, and we're getting all these packs in here. And looking back, some of these are pretty old. Like Evolving Skies here, that's going for between $8 and $10 a pack. So I consider myself lucky to be able to open it up. We are going to start with the Vivid Voltage, however. this is going to be taking us back. You know, I just did all that talking about the changes. So we're gonna take those changes away for a little bit and go back to Sword and Shield. You know, I'm getting a little too used to the new stuff, huh? So you'll notice the yellow borders. You'll notice that I did a little bit of a different card trick there. Just getting, you know, back used to this older set here. So Vivid Voltage was actually before they introduced us to alternate arts. So that kind of takes a lot of the fun of the chase away, to be completely honest. You know, Rainbow Rares don't really do it for me. But it's still a fun set, and there is that Rainbow Rare Giant Pikachu, which, you know, we'll always be on the lookout for. With the amount of packs that I'm going through tonight, I'm going to try to go a little faster than I usually do. I don't know if I'll actually find success in that, but I don't necessarily want this to be a 3-hour long video. And I don't think anybody's willing to sit through that, so we're gonna keep rolling here. I may need to take some quick pauses to get rid of all the trash I'm gonna have piled around me. I also do have my computer next to me with TCG Player open in case I get anything that I think is worth taking a look at price-wise. And it looks like we got something back here. Regular Pikachu V. Not too bad, buddy, huh? So we'll sleeve that up. Move on to the next one here. So it's going to take us to Fusion Strike. If anybody's familiar with Cool Trainer Ryan, I think this is his favorite set, right? So we'll see what we can get out of it. See if we can get that Alt-Art Celebi, maybe that Alt-Art Mew. Or from the back to the front. I do like that there's not really much of a card trick anymore. Ooh, Darkrai, one of my favorites there. A little bit of a pain, to be completely honest. Alright, nothing in there. Really, really difficult pack odds out of Fusion Strike. It was one of the biggest sets of all time, if not the biggest set of all time, so that makes it very difficult to pack anything worthwhile. Alright, there's the boy Charizard there. We're going to be going into Brilliant Stars. One of my favorite sets from the Sword and Shield era. You know, featuring Charizard, obviously always cool. Oh, we got something back there. We got something. Featuring Charizard, featuring Arceus. Two very, very cool Pokemon, in my opinion. Let's see what we got. Aggron V, regular V. Not too crazy, but a hit's a hit. You know, I'm not going to complain about that. I am not going to complain about that. Another change, I guess, that I did forget to mention as we're opening up some more Brilliant Stars here. In the Scarlet and Violet era, they did rid of the V and V Max, V Star cards, and they brought back EX cards for its third run. Oops. Originally starting in Gen 3, and then arriving again in Gen 5 and 6. They're back for Gen 9. That is an Alcremie rare there. Very nice artwork, and then a non-holo rare at the back. Excuse me, Trainer Gallery, not rare. Trainer Gallery was introduced in some of the later Sword and Shield sets. Just kind of helped with the pull rates, helped add some more interesting artworks. All right, Evolving Skies. This here is the most expensive set from the Sword and Shield era. That is due in large part to some of the big chase cards that are in here. Some of those Evolution alternate arts, especially that Moonbryon. If you're familiar with that, you know how much that card is worth. That would be lovely to pack, but I don't think we're going to have anything in here. No, we do not. All right, we're going to move on now. We're going to move along right into the Crown Zenith packs from those Pikachu collection boxes. Now, we got 7 packs per box, and I bought 5 boxes. So we're going to have 2 pretty nice stacks there to open. I have opened a good amount of this set. This was the final special set from Sword and Shield, kind of bringing everything together, incorporated a lot of very cool artworks, some of which I've had the privilege to pack already. I will be looking for gold cards. You know, who's not looking for some gold? We want gold Arceus, gold Palkia, gold Dialga, gold Garantina, any of those. It would be pretty spectacular. Like I said, I've opened up a good amount of these and have yet to get any of those. So that would be what I'm hoping for tonight. But in general, you know, being realistic, just looking for something fun. Looking for some cool art, even if it's something I have already. Always good to get doubles of some of those cool cards in case one of them is a little beat up. Alright, moving along here. Oops. Got a Whalmer, very nice. Shinx, Larvesta. Oops, skipping ahead, Oddish. There's a Paris, that is from the Trainer Gallery. Nice full card art there. Into the, almost a shiny. This is the holographic Zacian. So another thing that changed as the generations changed was that holo pattern. It's a little more plain now, but to be honest, I like it better. I think that this Sword and Shield holo was not one of my favorites. I don't love all the lines that come down. I just don't think it looks great. But holos are an interesting conundrum anymore, because going back to some of the original sets, you know, pulling a holo was such a big deal, and the holos look so nice, and now, you know, getting one in every pack really takes away from that. You know, obviously the hobby has evolved, the chase has evolved. Ooh, Bibarel. A very nice card there. I do not think I have that one, actually, so that is pretty awesome. But I mean, look how fun some of these artworks are. They really kind of let loose on this final set and had a lot of fun with it. So I'm always thrilled to have the chance to open it up. So I'm trying some different stuff here. Changed my setup a little bit. Changed the audio input. Changed the way my camera is sitting. I hope you guys enjoy it. It's been a real long time since I've been able to sit down and film something like this. So it's really cool to get back at it. You know, I've been opening up plenty of cards. Don't worry. But just haven't really had the motivation at all to film it. You know, it takes a decent amount of work, some preparation, and just didn't really seem worth it to me. But I think it's fun, and it can be fun is more so what I mean. And this is something that I really enjoy, so the chance to share with others is always something that I'll jump at. So let's see, that's a pretty cool Kricketot artwork there, Aaron. Alright, so far we're doing alright. Nothing too crazy, but plenty of packs to go, and to be honest, like, seeing all of the cool cards in this set, I have been a little bit disappointed with the pull rates. It's been difficult to get some of those really cool alternate art cards, we'll call them, from the Trainer Gallery. So the struggle continues. All right, bring us some luck, fellas. Why don't you? Got the boys in the background here. You know, let's see what they can do for us. One thing I will say is I am recording this video rather late, so it's just going to be a chill vibe. I'm, you know, not going to be too crazy energetic about anything. We're just hanging out and opening up some Pokemon cards. Nothing to worry about. Sit back, relax, and let's hope we can do some cool stuff tonight. I don't know if anybody's been able to see these code cards. I think I'm probably going too fast. Alright. Dark Energy, Luxio, Trekking Shoes, Great Ball, Snorunt, Pawniard, Tangela, Baltoy, Galarian Meowth, Entei, Reverse, I believe that's a rare. Ooh, and who doesn't love getting a holographic trainer card? Am I right? Didn't get any laughter there, huh? I guess the joke didn't land. That certainly is something that I'm surprised they've kept up. I guess it doesn't matter as much with the devaluation of holographics, but especially going back and watching some of the older sets get opened up, getting a holographic trainer or even energy in a lot of cases, really pretty tragic to see. So I'm not thrilled about it now, but it's certainly happening. Happy that it's happening this day and age rather than back in 2005 when, these cards are worth a little more than they are now. Look at this one real quick. Alright, a lot of non-hollows. I think that I have certainly been spoiled by having at least a hollow in the new packs, that it really is quite disappointing to not get one. It seems like it's wrong. Alright, I keep pulling two cards at once. That is my bad. Alright, come on, give us something good here. Alright, we got a Miltank. Got a trainer gallery there. Pretty cool artwork. And then the Raihan trainer autographed holographic. Pretty cool concept they did there, but I was just talking about how I feel about holographic trainers, so it is what it is. Can't complain about that trainer gallery pool there. Alright, moving right along. I think we're making pretty decent pace here. Do speed packing. Try to position myself a little better, maybe. Oh, Friends in Sinnoh. Very cool there. A lot of iconic characters from those games. Don't know if I've talked about it before, but Gen 4 really was the peak for me. That was when I was into it most as a child, and it's certainly something I probably look back upon with rose-tinted glasses, but I'm okay being nostalgia blind to some pretty fond memories there. Alright, 4 from the back to the front. Let's do it. Maybe eventually here we'll stop doing the pack trick. Maybe for that second stack. Come on, give me something good. Now that is very nice. Looks like a yeah. So these are the cards we're looking for here other than the gold. These are the, I would say, alternate art cards that have the texture on them. That's a really nice Leafeon there. I was just fanboying over Gen 4, and of course, I am able to pull an amazing Gen 4 evolution. But we can't stop there. There's plenty more to be opened, plenty more to experience. Alright, come on. Come on. Let's rock and roll. Let's see what we got going on here. Anything good? Alright, I feel like we've seen that Galarian Meowth 80 times by now. Oop, skipping ahead. Nothing there. Tangrowth. Non-holographic. Tangrowth, for some reason, reminds me of the encounter in Legends Arceus, the fairly recent game. That one really stuck out to me. It was very cool. I did enjoy that game a whole lot. Obviously, it was largely a callback to Gen 4. But it was really the beginning of the more open world Pokemon games. It's pretty awesome. Carnivine reminds me a lot of that game as well. Just some of those frequent encounters that you were able to have. All right, Paris. I think we got one of these already. I don't know. Very nice, Still, Luxray. Still a very nice artwork, and honestly, I don't know how much you can see it, but the shine on there is pretty cool. Looks like a pretty happy boy there. All right, we'll sleeve that up, and we will keep on rolling. Keep on rocking and rolling. We've got a lot of packs to get through tonight, and I want to keep a steady pace. All right. Nothing there. So in these packs, I mean, being a celebration of the generation, Gen 8, Sword and Shield, there certainly are a lot of Gen 4 Pokemon I'm noticing in these packs, which I think is very interesting. One thing to note from this set is that it, for the most part, was filled with holdovers that were released in Japan and then not released here in any set. So they kind of just threw it all into this one, with the exception of some of those special arts. Let's see. Interesting. Thought we had something there. I guess I saw the shine from the reverse holographic. All right, we got 2 packs left on the left side. Let's see if we can get anything else here. And then moving over to the right side, I think I'm just going to go straight through the packs, and we will see what we can do. All right, we have the Psychic Energy. Anything good? Grubbin. Ooh, okay, so that's actually a holographic energy card. The Water Energy. Very, very nice. And then Lycanroc non-holo. I wish that I had enough of these holographic energy cards to put into a deck. I think that would be a really cool move to build your deck and have all holo energy. I know I was just talking bad about them, but if it's coming in the reverse holo slot, I certainly don't care as much to get it, or not to get it rather, as I would in the regular holo slot. We got the EVV there. Very interesting. I don't think I've gotten that one yet. Pretty cool artwork. And who doesn't love Eevee? I myself wear an Eevee sweatshirt almost every day. I don't know if anybody's seen me in it, but it's pretty drippy if you ask me. All right, the right side. Let's see what you have to offer. Oh, said I was going to go straight through. Better follow up on that. Alright, Kricketot, Chatot, Sunkern. Ooh, Hatterene VMAX. That is one of those textured cards. Very interesting. One of the lesser valuable ones, but still cool nonetheless. Hatterene is, I feel, a Pokemon not too popular, but I really do enjoy these cards with texture. Just, makes it feel a little more premium, I feel. Pretty cool addition that they've been able to make. Just really differentiates those cards from other ones. Alright. Bidoof. We love Bidoof on this channel, by the way. There he is again. How about that? And Wailord, one of my favorites. And we'll see anything else in there. I would certainly be a water type gym leader if I was ever given the opportunity. And I think Wailord would be one of the Pokemon that I have on my team. Luvdisc, Emolga, Yanma. Ooh, another one of those holographic energy cards. This time it is the Fighting Energy. And the rare is a Yanmega non-holo. Nothing else back there. Let's move along. Gotta pull that code card out of there. Alright. Thank you to anybody that has stuck around this long. I know I haven't been all that exciting tonight, but really just trying to get back into it and get it rolling again. Share my hobby with everybody in the world here. Alright, Rockruff, Purloin, Mew. Ooh, very interesting. I don't think I have this one yet. I do think may carry a little value just because it is Mew. Let's find out. We're gonna go over to the computer for the first time and see what TCG Player has to say. Get rid of some trash first. We got all this trash so far. Gonna be a big cleanup effort on my part at the end of this. All right, computer. There you can. We'll set the card up there while I take a quick search. Mew from Crown Zenith. Okay. No, I mean, looks like it's only about a $7.50. $7.50. You know, not terrible. A lot of these cards are getting packed a lot, but always cool to get a Mew. Let's move on to the next pack. I do always say that I'm not, doing any of this to make money off the cards or to sell any of them. The value to me just lets me know, how much value it inherently has, and kind of helps me gauge what's going on with my collection. It's not necessarily that I'm, looking to see how much I could sell it for, because I assure any of you that I would be down lifetime if I was a gambling man with these cards, as many of us and almost all of us would be. All right, let's see. Looks like we got some shiny cardboard in the middle here. All right, I've had this card actually so many times, but it's a Kyogre V. Still pretty cool. Nothing else back there. We'll give this a sleeve. To be honest, I think I probably have enough of these now to put into a deck. So, not sure how meta that card is, but watch out at your local game store for me and my Kyogre deck. All right. Let's move along. Oh, I'm doing pack trick and I said I wasn't going to. All right. Let us see. Ooh, Toxtricity. We got the Trainer Gallery. I do not think I have this one yet. All right, that's that. With the rest of them, let's sleeve that up. Pretty cool card there. We got the different variants of Toxtricity going into the sleeve. Alrighty. I got quite the pile stacking up next to me. A little worried that I'm gonna knock it over. So I think after these Crown Zenith packs, I'm gonna have to do something about that. Alright, let's see what we are working with. We got nothing in this one. We are going to move on to the next. Let's see what we have in store. Thus far, we have only gotten one of the special Trainer Gallery ones with the texture, but who knows, maybe there's one coming up right now. Let's see. Ooh, we do get the Full Art Professor's Research, which is not a secret rare, but still a pretty cool card to get nonetheless. All my complaining going on and on about trainers being the rare and the hollow, yada yada, I do actually really enjoy the Full Art Trainer cards. As someone who has played the game a little bit, I do obviously see the value of trainer cards, but back in the day, and this will be the case for many people who just simply like the cards and don't play the physical game, it's really annoying to get that trainer card. But the full art, Duraludon V, let's see, the Skyscraper Pokemon, a very, very interesting idea if you ask me. All right. But the full art trainers, I think, really up the coolness, the coolness value of the trainer cards, and gave somebody or something, gave something for people to chase after, other than just the Pokemon, and could really make people look forward to getting a trainer card. Let's see what we got going on. Ooh, Radiant Charizard. So Radiant cards were something introduced in the Sword and Shield era. Look at that eye right there. You get a little bit of that sparkle. Radiant cards are the shiny variant of Pokemon. So obviously this Charizard is not its usual color. That is a pretty sick card. Nothing left back there. But I don't even know if you can see it. It's got a really cool hollow pattern on the card, and then the Pokemon itself has some texture. These get pulled a good bit, so they're not crazy valuable as maybe you would expect out of a shiny Charizard. But it is pretty cool to be able to pack something like that. Not crazy frequently, but pretty infrequently, but not impossibly, I'll say. It doesn't even sound like I'm making sense anymore, huh? Can you tell I'm filming this late at night? Alright. Nothing there. Looks like we are down to our final 4 packs of Crown Zenith. Let's see what else we can get. Oh, doing the pack trick. Well, actually, we'll do the pack trick for the last 3. I will stop doing it for this one, though. Alright, we got nothing there. Alright. I'm feeling the luck in these last 3 packs. Yeah, that luck is radiating out of these, and we are going to get something big. I can feel it. Really would love one of those gold cards. Please, Pokemon, hook me up. Alright, 4 from the back to the front. Let's see what we are working with. Alright, so we have the Poochyena Trainer Gallery. So if you could tell, a lot of these Trainer Gallery cards that I pulled tonight look pretty similar. That is because a lot of them, actually, I think 9, all create one large artwork, all centered around Pikachu. In the Japanese version of this set, you can actually pull all of those cards in one pack. I've seen it done. It was very cool. Do not think that's the case over here, but you can collect them all and create that one large artwork out of all those cards. Which, ooh, how about that? So there's the Poochyena again, into the Entei holographic. We'll sleeve up this Poochyena. I don't think this is what I was talking about when I said we were going to get lucky out of these last couple packs, but so be it. Alright, the final pack of Crown Zenith before we move on to the next generation of Pokemon, Scarlet and Violet. Alright, here we go. Lightning Energy, Matang, Trekking Shoes, Solrock, Snorunt, Rockruff, Tangela, Baltoy. Alright, I think I see something back here. Let's see what we're working with. Galarian Meowth. How about that? Oh, double banger, actually. Very nice. So we're going to start off with a Simisear V-Star. Not one I would consider a more popular Pokemon, but they really went off the wall with this artwork. Pretty wild stuff there. And then we go into the Regigigas V-Star card, which is very nice. Has a little bit of texture. They both do. Regigigas, one of my favorites, obviously being a Gen 4 fanboy. But I think that double banger pack was a pretty great way to end off the Crown Zenith packs. Now, unfortunately, we did not get that or any of the gold cards I was searching for, but got some pretty cool stuff. I'm not going to complain about that. I'm filling up my trash bag real good here. Alright, let's see. I'm going to move some stuff around. I apologize. Just to give me some room for the next sets. Alright. we are going to move into the next generation of Pokemon. We're going to start off with Scarlet and Violet base set right here. So, got all 4 of the artworks here. Of course, the boy Gyarados. This is the first set of Gen 9. Brought on a lot of changes that I've already spoken of. We got 10 packs. These were all on sale. Like I said, a lot of these cards that I'm opening today were what I consider to be pretty good deals over at the local Walmart. Really inspired me to make this video and kind of share. Oops, I didn't take the energy out of the back. Kind of share some of the cool things you can get out there for a pretty good deal. These were actually all blister packs that were on sale for nearly $2 off, which, you know, come on, I can't beat that. You can't beat that. Sprigatito, Houndour, Drifloon, Citadel, Torkoal, Breloom, Kilowattrel. We got a rare candy. Ooh, okay, very nice. We have the Armarouge. That's going to be, looks like a secret rare. Actually, they changed all the rarity systems. This one has a little gold star right there. Not sure if you can see it, but that's a very nice art. And that's into the Armarouge regular holographic rare. Very nice, very nice. Certainly a card I don't have yet, so happy to get it. Not going to complain about that. Let me know what your thoughts are on Gen 9 down in the comments. I think that the potential of this generation was through the roof. I think the sky truly was the limit. And you notice I'm saying things like was there. Obviously, I don't think it reached that potential as much as it could have. A lot of the bugs and the glitches that they do. Oh, very cool Lucario there. Really speaking things into existence here a little bit tonight. How about that? Back to back. And now he devolved into Riolu. And finally, man down. We got the Holo Rare Indeedee. So Gen 9, I think, had a lot of bugs. You know, really kind of made the game difficult to play for a lot of people. I didn't really experience many of the bugs, but I did not love the graphics. Just the resolution that most of the game played in, especially like when you're moving and running around, things got really choppy, and it just was not a great experience visually, which is pretty disappointing. A lot of people will blame the hardware, the Nintendo Switch, but you know, we've seen what other games like Legend of Zelda, for example, have been able to do on there graphically, and you just can't help but feel like the Pokemon games were rushed. Nice Staraptor there, Drifloon, Squovit, and another Armarouge. I can't help but feel like the games were rushed. You know, we had Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl come out not too terribly long before, and then obviously in that same, you know, couple of months we had Legend Arceus come out, and then, you know, not a year later we're looking at Gen 9. I think that people would have been fine with. Very cool. We got the Gyarados. Let's take a look. So this is the Gyarados EX, and it's actually the Terraform, something they added this generation. You'll notice kind of the crystal on him and the crown he's wearing. Really interesting gimmick for this game, which I can get into in a little bit as I'm kind of reviewing my thoughts on the games. But just to get back to what I was saying, I do think that a lot of the content was great. Having the open world was awesome. I think it was cool to be able to somewhat do things in whatever order you wanted. Obviously, there was no level scaling, so you truly couldn't do things in whatever order you wanted. You know, some things would have been a little more challenging than others. And if you started with the more challenging, then you're going back and doing the easier stuff later. So that's, could be fun, could be kind of boring, depends on your viewpoint and how you ended up playing the game. But I just think that if they had more time, we would have seen greater performance and an overall more popular game. So I actually haven't even played. There's Dondozo and little Tatsugiri in his mouth. Very funny. Interesting little dynamic those two Pokemon have. I have not played the expansions at all yet. I do think I will eventually, but I've just been busy with a lot of different things, so I haven't really had the time to sit down and try them. Buster, that's a pretty cool artwork. Looks very angry, very big old dog like. I think it shows a lot of emotion. Pretty cool. Winkalone, Spiritomb, Palmot, Titan, and Arbivola. Rare. That is actually one of the Pokemon I used on my team. It was my grass type. I was a big fan. I think it's a pretty cool design. That armor branch, olive branch. Jeez, how about that? I did have a lot of fun playing the games, and I probably spent my least time out of any Pokemon game on these. Just because I didn't do a whole lot after. Ooh, pretty cool graveyard there. Show off that hollow pattern a little bit. Nice little Gengar rug there. Gas. Oh wow, I didn't even notice that. Yeah, very cool card there. I actually really enjoy that one. Then we get a Slowbro. I thought Graveyard was a pretty interesting Pokemon. The Graveyard Dog. Alright, so that is the end for us on the Scarlet and Violet set. We're going to move into the second expansion, that being Paldea Evolved. We have 5 artworks to look at for this one. We got the starters there, and then some of the side legendaries. Alright, let's get right into it. I do, like I said, think I'll go back to the game, and when I do, I'm sure I'll have fun. I just feel like I'm gonna wait until I truly feel ready to get back into it. But like I said, I would talk about it a little bit. Hopefully we'll see some more of those tarot cards here. The terastallization, was the gimmick of this game. I thought it was Jumpluff. Reminds me of the old Gen 2 holographic Jumpluff. Would definitely rather be pulling that right now, but can't complain with that one. The terastallization was a pretty interesting decision. It allowed for Pokemon to kind of become other types, which I think was able to make gameplay a little more varied, Pokemon choice a little more varied. It was pretty cool, but it did force them. Ooh, Tyranitar, scary, very cool. Did force them to become a monotype, which, if you're fighting the gym, that, say, the final Pokemon that comes out could be a dragon type, but it's going to turn into a flying type, you can kind of plan for it a little better than, not really knowing what. A pretty cool Charcadet here. I actually don't think I've seen that one. But you can plan it, a little better than you could should you not know what's coming. Ooh, Slowking EX Terra. So, like I said, I was hoping to get another one of the Terra cards, and that is it right there. Got a little bit of texture on there. Very nice pool. Have not gotten anything too wild yet, but I think we got a nice little stack of pools, and any sort of consistency with exciting cards coming out of these packs will be good enough for me. Alright, we'll just do one card from the back to the front. That's always going to be the energy card. The terastallization overall I think was cool. Maybe could have been done ooh, very nice. We've got the Quaquaval. That right there is, I think, the full, it's the double gold star. I'm not really sure what they call it, but that would be the alternate art, sort of. But that's a big pull, and it looks like we actually have something behind it too. The Noivern EX card that I do not have yet. But let's admire that one a little bit longer. That is one of our starters in this game. So just to close on the Terra typing, I think it was pretty cool. Maybe could have been done a little better, but I do think it's something that people have been asking for, is the ability to add a third type or change type. So, I really do think they were giving the people what they wanted in a lot of ways. But, next I think talk a little bit about the designs of the Pokemon, something that we've seen in all these cards here. There's Quaxley, one of our starters, Charcadet, Rellor, Tadbulb, Talonflame, Heracross, Kilowattrel, pretty cool artwork, Torrentula, Girafarig, and the Tyranitar Hollow again. I do think there were some pretty cool designs. I think overall I was a fan of the starters. Skeledirge definitely my favorite. Fuecoco, I mean, as a first stage, I really love, and I do like all the first stages a whole lot. But Skeledirge was definitely my favorite of the final evolutions, so that's who I ended up going with, and we had a lot of fun together. But I do think with the new designs, there were some hitters, but there were also some really boring or poor design choices. And I think that in the generation that put us over 1,000 Pokemon, they can only come up with so much, and no matter how creative the people are, the minds behind Pokemon, I don't think that they can go on forever. Ooh, Goku's going down. Is that a bad sign? Is that a bad omen? I don't know. We shall see. But I don't think that they can go on forever designing new Pokemon. Eventually, they're gonna run out of ideas, I'll say. I mean, the concept from where it started to where it is now, like, it is pretty limitless. Thinking of light bulb Pokemon and keychain Pokemon. Not quite what we had. Ooh, let's go. Actually, really doing well with this set. So that's the Ting-Lu EX. That is the double gold star rarity. What I would say is an alternate art. Maybe a special art rare, I think they're called. Very, very cool card. Look at that one. Ooh, wow, double banger again. So that's the secret rare, actually. Full art trainer right there. So that was a really solid pack. Nice work there. I would maybe check some values on some of these cards, but I started to stack some cards on top of my computer just for space purposes, so we're gonna have to imagine what we think. But pretty happy with the way that this Paldea Evolved set has gone. So I don't know if I said, actually, I bought 10 of each of these expansions just because I was thrilled by the price. I wanted to get a good representation for each set. They were blister packs, so ooh, Toxicroak, one of the best. You can really, really tell how much I love Gen 4. Alright, another Terra EX. That's going to be the Fortress Grass type. So here we have another one of those textured cards with all that crystallization on them. Very, very cool. Fortress, a Pokemon who I don't think gets much love, so that's nice to see. And here we are at the final Paldea Evolved pack that is going to have this Skeledirge artwork. Let's see what kind of luck my boy can bring us. We did really well with this set. Getting 2 of the special art rares, like I said, I believe that's the name, is pretty awesome. That's something that you might not even get in a full booster box. So to get 2 of them out of 10 packs, I think luck was on our side. Talonflame, Wigglypuff, and finally the Giacomo Full Art Trainer, another secret rare. So we did really, really well out of those 10 packs. I actually am gonna grab all the cards we got and just go back over them, because that was pretty killer. So we got Giacomo there in that last pack. The Fortress. The Seguraro. I don't know how to say that guy's name. The Ting Lu. Secret art or special art. The Noivern. The Quavel. And the Slow King. That was seven hits out of 10 packs, and some of them were pretty nice hits. We are now going to move on to Obsidian Flames, the third expansion of the Scarlet and Violet era. You know, obviously we're seeing Charizard on there, kind of the poster boy, I'll say, of the Pokemon TCG. Always exciting to have Charizard in a set. Let's go through these artworks. We have Charizard. We have Tyranitar. We have Dragonite. We have the Reverum, the engine Pokemon. So you'll notice here that some of these Pokemon are Terras, but also they're different types. You know, Pokemon started to now get into adding those different types into the TCG. I think they've kind of eased us into some of the different Gen 9 quirks. And we'll see with the next and final set. One of those final additions that they made to the game that was pretty cool and definitely differentiated it. Let's see, we're getting some new art. That's pretty interesting right there, huh? I always love when they take some liberties with these artworks. That, to me, looks like a EX card or something. Ooh, Lechonk. One of the favorites from the set. Or from the games, rather. One of those early route Pokemon that you can get. You know, you put Chonk in the name, and I think people are going to love him, especially when it's a fat little pig like that. I know I certainly like him. Relate a little too much to him, but I definitely like him. So we're going to move on to the next pack after a solid start. Alright, rip open that Dragonite, see what you can give me. So the best hits in this set are going to be the Charizards. I think that was pretty obvious from the second that Charizard was on one of the packs. Combee, shout out Angelo. Ooh, that looks like Kamiya artwork. Yes, indeed. He does some pretty wild stuff with his art. Always love that. Like I said, ooh, very cool. The Trevenant, a little scary there. Seeing artists take a little more liberty with some of these artworks. I really do enjoy another Togekiss. Here's Kingambit, one of my favorites from the newest gen. There's an added third evolution to Bisharp. Always cool. Bisharp takes you back to Gen 5. So always cool to see some of those Pokemon who didn't quite get as much love as maybe they should get that love in a later generation. We have the Leaf Energy, Magnemite, Larvesta, Rowlet. I swear that was the same start to one of the other packs. We have Bunnelby. Oh, I'm falling apart. Mawile. Arven, one of the main side characters of the game. I love how I said main side character. I don't even know if that's the thing. Stunkfist, Graveyard, Dynamo, and Scovillain. Holographic. One of, if not, I think it might be the first ever fire and grass type Pokemon. The red and green pepper signifying that fire and grass. Obviously, two types that usually don't mix too well, so pretty cool to see that. You know, maybe they aren't out of ideas quite yet, like I was saying earlier. There's Lechonk again. What a funny little artwork. Togepi, that one's pretty cool. Ooh, Umbreon. Haven't seen that one yet. I don't think I've opened up much of this set at all, so it's cool to see some of these cards. It's an uncommon. That's a great card. I wish that was a holographic, to be honest. Larvesta. Ooh, Bellibolt. We got a Scizor holographic. Bellibolt. That's going to be a secret rare. Look at that little guy there. You know, I was saying something about Pokemon designed as light bulbs earlier, but Bellibolt, who evolves from that tadpole light bulb Pokemon, I think it's a pretty cool one, actually. I guess maybe that's them being pretty creative, is turning an everyday item into a little monster. and really, I kind of saw we were getting at the back there. Oops. You know, there's your regular tadpole Pokemon, but now they made tadpole that's also a light bulb, and ooh, pretty cool Volcarona. You know, I would almost go as far to say that the light bulb tadpole. I thought it was going to be a full art. There's Krita, the champion. Just to get back to my thought, the light bulb tadpole Pokemon might even be more creative than just your straight up tadpole. It's certainly more of a monster, but you know, who's to say? I still like that Gen 5 design that we saw there. One thing that's cool, I mean, they've done it in the oh, here's Tadpole again. They've done it in the last maybe even in the, wow, look at that card right there. The Magnezone, pretty sick. Pretty sick. Very happy to see that. I do think that, you know, some of these artworks they were given some freedoms on. Did some pretty cool stuff. But yeah, just talking about the creativity of some of these designs. I like even looking at this here. The engine Pokemon, you know, it looks like a straight up car. I don't know how I feel about something like that, but I don't necessarily think that could mean that they're not as creative anymore. Maybe I'm not giving them enough credit. It is hard enough to come up with that many designs and still, you know, be as popular as they are. The biggest media franchise in the world, Pokemon is. And I don't want to have to think that, you know, one day it'll end because they can't have 1 million Pokemon. But, you know, they can have 1,000, and they're still going strong. I do hope to see the next games be... There's Bellybones. See, that's another just... I don't know, cool little guy there. Oops. And Palafin. Dolphin Pokemon. Kind of a Superman Dolphin Pokemon. Alright, so we're not off to the hottest start here out of Obsidian Flames. We have 2 packs left. Let's see if we can get that Charizard. That would be pretty nice. 1 from the back to the front. Litwick. Let's get lit. There's Charmander. Can we make him evolve? Can we make... Oh, I did it again. Goku, come on, brother. Maybe the luck picked up after I did that last time. Certainly not this time. Alright, we're down to the last pack. Let's see if we can get some last pack magic as we did out of that last set. On we go. Psychic Energy. Larvitar. Cleffa. Inkay. Toadscool. So while I have this here, I'm actually going to talk about it briefly. This was what they called a Divergent Evolution. So it's like Toadscool and Toadscool from Gen 1. Actually, you might be able to, see right back here. Oh yeah, there. On my new poster. But it's a Pokemon that looks very similar and is, you know, kind of in the same shape as that old Pokemon, but is, you know, fundamentally different in a lot of ways. Like, this is more of like a mushroom or a fungus rather than a deep sea animal. But I thought it was an interesting idea. Maybe I didn't love old Charmeleon. Come on, evolve for us. Evolve for us. Here we go. Nothing. Alright, I mean, that's still pretty cool. Entei, rare. But on the Divergent Evolution, I thought it was interesting. Maybe they didn't pick the best Pokemon for it, and that's a problem I had with it, but I can't say for sure. Alright, we're moving on to the final expansion that's out thus far, other than the special set that was 151. This is Paradox Rift. So you'll notice here that some of these Pokemon on the front here look a little familiar, but are not quite the same as we remember. Alright, so these are Paradox Pokemon. These are Pokemon from the future and the past, depending on the game you pick. Scarlet has the past, Violet has the future. And they are the same like species, kind of, as Pokemon that exist, you know, in our current world, we'll say. But they've been altered to look a little bit more like something would maybe in the age of dinosaurs, or you know, for the future case, everything's kind of robotic, so goes that route. Hopefully, we'll get to see some of them as we open these up. But this was a large part of bringing back old Pokemon. You know, not quite something like Mega Evolution or a Gigantamax form where it's completely different. Or not completely different, excuse me. These are, in fact, completely different, you know, given different names and made to look, you know, have a resemblance, but of course, Orthworm back to back. Oh, Vanillish with the ice cream Pokemon. We got the, that's a secret rare out of the, not called Trainer Gabbler anymore, but that's essentially what this would have been. Pretty cool there. And then the Groudon. Oh. The Groudon. Regular, rare, holographic. Love Groudon, love Gen 3. Once again, kind of just reminds me of childhood and first getting into this. When I was first opening up cards, it was still Gen 3 stuff. Kind of right before I got into the games. So, always cool to see stuff like that. You know, I talk a lot tonight about all the reminiscing, and probably showed what that was, but I actually didn't see it. All the reminiscing and stuff like that. But this really has been a part of my life for a long time. Pokemon, that is, and I'm really grateful to have Chien-Pao. Pretty interesting artwork there. Very cool. But I'm grateful to have had something in my life for so long like this. Just a consistent thing that I enjoy, whether it be the games, whether it be the cards, whether it just be talking about them for an hour plus like I'm doing tonight. Just something I really enjoy, and it's always fun to share that stuff with others, especially, you know, if somebody out there shares an interest. Yeah, look at that, very cool artwork. But if somebody shares an interest in some of this stuff, okay, so here we go. So this is the Brute Bonnet. Okay, it resembles Pokemon from our time, but it is not quite it. And these cards actually have the hollow pattern there, and it says ancient because this would be from the past, and it kind of has like a sandy look to it. But that's going to be our first look at what those Pokemon can be. So not quite, you know, what we're used to seeing, but still similar, but, you know, cooler in some ways. Some of them, if we see, are not quite as cool, but that's not for me to decide. That's for the community to decide. Let's see what we got. Kevin Durant there. Wugtrio, another one of those convergent. Did I say divergent before? I think it's convergent species. Obviously, that's Dugtrio, but just a little different. Now it's a water type. These are kind of under a rock in the ocean. Tandemaus into the Palkia. Love Palkia. I bet you can guess why. That's going to be because of Gen 4. I actually played Pearl first. It was the first of the mainline Pokemon games that I had on my own and was able to play. So we'll always fondly look back upon that. Alright, let's see if we can get something good here. I mean, I think we may have used up all our luck on Paldea Evolved, but you know, who's to say we can't dig a little deeper and do a little more? There's an ancient vessel, the earthen vessel. Let's go to ancient. A Garbodor, the literal trash Pokemon, and Yveltal, the god of destruction. Pretty wild back-to-back pair there. The garbage Pokemon, and then the literal Pokemon god of destruction. Really, the duality of man there, if you ask me. Kind of shows us how different and yet the same these can be. There's another of those Toedscool, just a different artwork there. Pretty cool. There's Toedscruel, the evolution. Alright, here's Slitherwing, ancient form of Volcarona. This one's not holographic, but still kind of has that sandy pattern there. That one's, I think, pretty cool. Explode into the, Iron Jungulus, if that's how you say it. The Hydreigon future form. This to me is honestly one of the laziest of the designs. Still cool, it's like a big robot dragon. But it looks so similar. Some of the other ones took some liberties, took some different creative directions. That one literally just looks like a Hydreigon robot, which, like I said, is pretty cool, but not really using the full potential of the idea. All right, let's see. Gimmighoul, Wiglet, Jirachi, Ferrothorn, Beetle, Cloth, Dwebble, Simisage, into the Chantal. That's going to be a secret rare. The Full Art Trainer. Can't say I remember when that person is from, what game, what gen. Maybe an Elite Four, it looks like. Very interesting. But like I said before, not going to complain about getting a Full Art Trainer. They're always pretty interesting. That was the double Silver Star rarity tier, for anybody wondering if anybody is still around and how we're into me rambling on about Pokemon and barely knowing what I'm talking about. Thank you if you are, but I doubt anybody's there. We have the Zacian holographic. Zacian, one of my favorites from the 8th gen, the box legendary that I chose to go with. Giant dog holding giant sword in mouth. Sounds pretty cool to me. No complaints there. Alright, let's see if we can get an EX out of here. Come on. This has really showcased how lucky you can get by just buying blisters and how unlucky one can get. Because I feel like when you're buying a product with a bunch of packs in it, whether it be an Elite Trainer box or even, I've had a lot of luck with 3-pack blisters. Buying any of them, I feel like you almost get a hit every time. It's just, all the packs are from similar printing and the odds are very tight. Whereas this is just complete and total random luck. And, okay, there we go. Gossifleur EX. Pokemon I actually really like. Use them in my Gen 8 playthrough. But yeah, this is just sheer luck or unluckiness. But that is actually going to conclude all of the cards that I got a great deal on. But I did promise that at the very end we would open up something special to celebrate my return to YouTube. And that's going to be what is left of that Dark Sylveon Celebrations box. We're going to have 4 packs of Celebrations. We'll open them up last. 1 pack of Fusion Strike. Then we're going in on another pack of Evolving Skies. So, thank you to anybody that watched. Happy to be... this pack is not quite as easy to get open. I have to remember to do the pack trick. But thank you to anybody that's stuck around or even watched any of this. I don't really expect much to come for me doing this kind of thing, but I thought it would be fun, and I really have enjoyed my time doing it tonight. Ooh, Schoolboy. That is a Full Art Trainer. Very interesting. I don't know what that Posar boy there is doing, but I will take it. I will take it. The 1-pack Magic out of Fusion Strike. There we go. Evolving Skies. The final regular set pack of the night before we get into 4 packs of Celebrations, the 25th anniversary set. But yeah, thank you if you sat through all this. Hope you had a decent time. Hope you enjoyed getting to see some of these packs get open, some of the cool hits we got. Let's see here. Oh, no Moonground. We live to try another day. But yeah, comment if you'd like to see more of this. If you'd like to see me try anything different. I'm open to any suggestions. I try to do the best I can, but I'm always down to try to improve in all facets of life. So, anything you guys have for me, I'm always willing to listen. So as we get into these celebrations packs here, just a little reminder: these are 4 cards. There's the main set of 25 cards, which was just holographics of different legendaries, and then there were different special V cards and stuff like that. There was also then a subset of reprinted cards. I was at one point trying to collect them all. I got pretty close, but didn't quite get all the way there. I think I was still looking for the Charizard, of course. And I was also looking for the secret rare Shiny Mew gold card. So those are the ones we're going to be chasing after tonight. We have the Ho-Oh. I see something back there, but who knows what it is. The Groudon. Ooh, Donphan. I do think I have that one, but that's going to be the Donphan Prime. And then the Zamazenta V. All the cards there have the 25th anniversary logo. So I'm going to sleeve these up. Even though at this point I have doubles, triples, quadruples of all the Zamazenta, the Zacian. Not quite the Donphan, I'll say, but so many different ones. I really did enjoy opening this setup when it was coming out, and it's really a pleasure to get to still open it up to this day, just because of some of the cards I put away. So that's interesting. That one's upside down. We'll save that one for last. So there's the Reshiram, Groudon, Cosmog, and the Flying Pikachu VMAX. Pretty cool little callback to a Flying Pikachu card they printed way back in the day. And obviously that's the VMAX, the giant version of Pikachu. Pikachu over there. So, pretty cool card. I think I actually have a graded version I pulled from like a mystery pack. A graded version of the regular Flying Pikachu V. So, pretty cool idea to bring something like that back. Alright. And there it is, speaking it into existence. I have a graded version of this card, which is pretty cool. Really, I think was perfect for a set that is celebrating all those balloons there flying from the boy. Right, so unfortunately this is going to be the last pack of the night. Went a lot faster than I thought, which is good, to be honest. The last time I opened this many packs, or somewhere near this many, I think it was a little more. The video took 2 hours, so I don't think that anybody wanted to be a part of a 2-hour long ordeal. But I think we did pretty well tonight. I certainly had a lot of fun. I hope you did too. I'm actually going to pull out these last 2 cards and just sit them down there because they could be rare. So we have the Reshiram, the Palkia. Let's see what we got. Okay, so we have the Dialga, and then we have this full art Pikachu here. Was really common in the set. But you know what? I think it was a great way to end the night. I really want to thank everybody for joining me tonight. I hope you'll come back for more. I hope to be able to do more. So once again, I am Rosario, the Super Saiyan Poké Trainer, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.